robberies. We have seen all sorts of crimes in DC since the pandemic. While numbers appear to peak in 2023, we have seen a dip, but the president still believes that the crime in the district, the nation's capital, is still unacceptable. What are we expected to hear from the president today? One will be whether or not the National Guard will actually be deployed on the streets of DC. Fox hearing up to 1,000 National Guard officials, troops will be made available, but whether that number holds or if it's rolled out all at once is yet to be seen. Over the weekend, we saw a number of federal law enforcement agencies, ICE, CBP, FBI, ATF, out on the streets with DC Metro Police.
Look at this, guys. Look at these guys and they're stealing. The things that they stealing, though, they ain't gonna even use it. A VCR. Look at that VCR. He just taking a VCR just because he can take a VCR. You got the ATF out there. You got the DC police out there. You got the FBI out there. Look, they writing graffiti on the buildings. This is out of control. This is absolutely out of control. The police are saying, okay, enough is enough. Enough is enough. This is the youth. And from what I'm looking at, it's the black youth, 14, 15, 16, 17. They're in here just doing whatever they want because the laws say you can't touch them in DC. But guess what? They done brought that big dog Donald J. Trump in there. And now guess what he's finna do? He's finna shut this down. He's fixing to shut this down. The thing is, the reason why it's becoming so dangerous is because they are youth. And what's going to happen is they're going to run into the wrong people and they're going to put them kids down. They're going to put those kids down, and we don't want that. See, that's the thing that they don't want, that these kids getting killed, getting shot and put down on the street. But the thing is, where are the parents? Where are the parents at? See, in the black community, 80% of babies born out of wedlock means there's absentee fathers. See, when you don't have a father in the house, they just running rampant, doing whatever the hell they want to do. But guess what? Now they got that big dog in there, Donald J. Trump. That's over. They just stealing things that they know they ain't gonna even use this stuff. They're gonna run into the wrong person. And they're going to put these kids down. And that's why they got to get control over this, because that's what you don't want. That's what you don't want. This is DC. This is the nation's capital. It's going to get cleaned up. You done brought that big dog Donald Trump.
A lot of people, most I've ever seen in this room. And we're here for a very serious purpose, Something's out of control, but we're going to put it in control very quickly like we did on the southern border. I'm announcing a historic action to rescue our nation's capital from crime, bloodshed, bedlam, and squalor, and worse. This is Liberation Day in D.C., and we're going to take our capital back. We're taking it back. Under the authorities vested in me as the President of the United States, I'm officially invoking Section 740 of the District of Columbia Home Rule Act. You know what that is?
Oh, we know what it means. That means their ass is cooked. All that foolishness that you've been doing, that's over now. It's done.
And placing the D.C. Metropolitan Police Department under direct federal control, and you'll be meeting the people that will be directly involved with that. Very good people, but they're tough, and they know what's happening, and they've done it before. In addition, I'm deploying the National Guard to help reestablish law, order, and public safety in Washington, D.C., and they're going to be allowed to do their job properly.
What he basically saying is he don't care if you 14, 15, 16, 17, it doesn't matter. They're going to put them cuffs on you, and they're going to give you the maximum amount of time you can get. That stuff they pulling is over.
And you people are victims of it too. You know, you're reporters, and I understand a lot of you tend to be on the liberal side, but you don't want to get mugged and raped and shot and killed. And you all know people and friends of yours that happened. And so you can be anything you want, but you want to have safety in the streets. You want to be able to leave your apartment or your house where you live and feel safe and go into a store to buy a newspaper or buy something.
Bottom line is he knows who they are. And it's a matter of time before they catch him. That's the bottom line. Y'all have been warned ahead of time by Donald Trump. So it's on from this point on. I'm out, guys. Look at this mess. Follow God, not culture.